I'm on the wrong screen. Hello, and welcome back for another stream with me. How you get on? So yeah, tonight I'm playing a little game called Sagebrush. It's like a kind of game about somebody who returns to like a cult compound to find out what's going on after they're all kind of away, I suppose. It's an interesting sort of game. I have played through it before, but not on stream. So I kind of have an idea where I'm going in it. Hopefully that'll make things a little bit smoother, a little bit quicker. I would give you some stuff from this weirdest and wackiest websites first. There it is. But unfortunately for some reason, I can't seem to get the archive pages to load right now. So we'll do that again at some other time. I have been having issues actually because I organised a new internet connection much faster a few days ago. Told my internet provider that I was going elsewhere, and ever since then I've had my connection dropping repeatedly. They were checking my line, and when I got in touch with them today, apparently there's something wrong on my end. It's not the line that's the problem. Weird that it wasn't a problem before I told them that I was moving elsewhere. But the new thing will be in place, should be in place on Tuesday, so hopefully we should have a much smoother connection and no problems in the future. I hope. So anyway, we're going to play the Sagebrush game. So let's mute this. Let's put this music off. Let's go over to Sagebrush, and let's get on with the game. Now I have to keep an eye on my stream through my. I have to keep an eye on the stream through my phone to keep an eye on the chat. So if I don't notice you straight away, please hold on. I will say hi. I need to just adjust my microphone there because the shield wasn't in the right place. So yeah, let's play this game. It's Sagebrush. So I've played it before, so I kind of know roughly what's going on, but it has been a while. So bear with me if I seem to be having some trouble.
I met Anne first, waiting for the bus. Normally, I avoid talking to just about anybody, but she struck up the conversation. She was so pleasant, so confident.
Let me know if there's any audio issues.
She had known me as a kid, and we were just catching up after all these years.
Let me know if it's too loud, too quiet, whatever.
I had a hole in my life.
If I need to
shut up. She knew what that was like, she said. She had also had a hole, but it was gone now. I asked her what she was selling, and she laughed and said nothing. Nothing at all. That what she had to offer was free for anyone who wanted it bad enough.
Okay.
I asked her what had helped her. She just said, James.
James. There's a guy called James I used to work with that changed to religion and became a bit... Redact Games presents Sagebrush. It's an interesting wee game. All about kind of joining a cult, I guess. Would be the best. Well, joining. Dealing with the aftermath of one, really, I suppose. Here we go. This is Sagebrush. It's a very sort of pixely, retro-y looking thing. We're at Black Sage Ranch, 250 miles northwest of Albuquerque. It's not a Breaking Bad game. It looks like when I started there, I kind of dropped. It's like it just dropped me into the area. So yeah, this is Black Sage Ranch. This is a ranch that, yeah, the gate won't budge. I didn't bring anything to bust through. So this is a ranch that was run by a cult. Actually, is there anything in the back of the car? Before I do anything else, let's pick up these wire cutters. And then we can open the inventory to get the wire cutters there. And that's how you do that. We can examine our car. Not gonna lie, you're surprised it actually made it all the way here. You brought some gear in the trunk. Yeah, well, you say I brought some gear in the trunk. I brought a pair of wire cutters and nothing else. So, yeah, I suppose I did. So the way in is to cut a hole, obviously. That's what the wire cutters are for. Yeah, I want to use them, if you don't mind. Oh yeah, I need to get closer. Yeah, can I examine the fence? There we go. And we are through. We've created a small hole that gets us inside. There's not a lot going on controls-wise or much to do. It's pretty much just walk around, have a look, see what's going on. See what's left of the place after it was taken down. So it's quite a quiet game. I'm wondering if I maybe need to put on some music. Let's go inside. And we'll see what we can find. It's too dark to read anything, so we need the lights on. Too dark to read anything. So yeah, as I say, we need the lights on. If we can get the lights on, that'll be helpful. Mouldy dishes litter the table, stained and dusty, no food. Wild animals probably finished the scraps. Yeah, you're probably right. Got some windows. There's my car, look. Off in the distance there. Not much to see. Again, just the same thing. Mouldy dishes and all that other crap. Oh, is that the power over there? I need to remind myself where things are because, yeah. So there's a generator key. And there's a performance schedule. Josiah plays original hymns, gospel reading. Juliet, violin recital. Gospel reading, children's reenactment of the Book of Sariel. Note, the power's been pretty finicky lately. You might need to restart the generator to get the lights on. The key's in the box, the generator's round the side. So yeah, we need to go outside to turn the generator on. I can't remember if we can get there through this door or not. That takes us into a kitchen, but again, we won't be able to see much of anything because we don't have... We need lights. We need lights before we can see anything. I think the power for the lights is not in here. I need to go outside to turn the power on. So we run. Need to get the lights on and then we can do a proper look around. Turn key, press the button, generator hums to life. There we go. Now we can have a proper look around. Door's shut on me, look. Is there a light switch? There's a light switch. You can hear, kind of, little songs of worship. So have you sinned? Are you plagued by doubt? Do you fear death? Do you have the nagging feeling that your church doesn't have the answers? There's a reason. Father James can help. What's the reason that they don't have the answers? Bulletin board. Get to know the newest members of the flock. Welcome them with open arms and open hearts. My name's Christopher. I'm from Flagstaff. I was a farmer before and hope to lend my expertise to help feed the flock. Fun fact, I hold the record for the most blue ribbons at the Arizona State Fair Livestock Competition. How exciting. I'm Viola. My two wonderful children, my son Lucas and daughter Juliet, are from Fresno. I'll be helping out with schooling our children in the ways of the Lord. Fun fact, I was born in Vancouver, so I'm technically also Canadian. Hello, I'm Peyton. I'm from a small town in Oklahoma you've probably never heard of. I ran a grocery store in town, but ever since I shut down, I've been looking for something more. Father James is helping me find that. Fun fact, I served in the Navy for a term. Hello friends, I'm Candice. I love cooking and crafts, so I hope I can energise the flock, so we may fulfil his word. Fun fact, I can speak 3 languages. I'm Josiah, and I'm so thankful to you, and to the Lord, for giving me a home after years living on the streets. I finally feel like I have a family. Fun fact, blank. Why write it down? Hello, I'm Lillian. I was a student at USC before I dropped out because I couldn't stand the indoctrination anymore. I was looking for truth and I didn't find it there. Now I know I was looking in the wrong place. There you are now, yeah. Fun fact, I've been to 4 continents in the last 3 years. Great. My name is Vance. I saw through the lies of my parents' church. They were filling our heads with blasphemy. Now I see the truth of it because of Father James. Fun fact, I'm a really fast reader. Are you now? How exciting. But do you take in any of the information? The painting shows an intensely focused middle-aged man. He holds a book in his left hand. The painting seems less than professional, but the man's determination shows through. And that's an angel walking through an empty field, his hands pressed together in prayer. And we got this. Painting depicting an angel tenderly cradling the corpse of Jesus Christ in his tomb before he helped him push a wee stone and eat a chocolate egg. Or something like that. It'll be a little confusing getting around our home. Don't worry, Sister Anne's printed some maps. Great, so we can open a map. Now we can see roughly what we're doing. We are right now in the community hall, and we've got to kind of work our way around the area to find out what happened here. So let's get the lights on. We've got a ping pong table. It's the only game you see around. Doesn't seem like there's enough room to play. No, it really doesn't. Unless it was very boring ping pong. You'd stand there and just tap it very lightly to each other. We've got a bookshelf. Take a book off the shelf. We know the conspiracy can trace itself back as far as the 4th century, when Athanasius and his cronies first began to exclude essential works from the Bible. So they say. We've got the bookshelf. We've got some keys here, a gate key and the farm shed key. Just pop them on. The record player. Just the usual kind of stuff you might expect to hear them playing here. In this room we have a toilet. Go for a pee? No, can't go for a piss, man. But there is a Bible quote here. And if a woman have an issue and her issue in her flesh be blood, she shall be put apart 7 days, and whosoever toucheth her shall be unclean until the even. Very dodgy stuff in the Bible sometimes, you know. Everything she lieth upon in her separation shall be unclean. Absolute nonsense. Just the usual crap, you know. Yeah, that's a toilet. It seems like they were kind of going after women for having periods. Because they don't understand. There is a different Bible quote here. Jesus saith to him that he is washed needeth not save to wash his feet, but is clean every whit. You're clean, but not all. Sure. That's helpful, I'm sure. Right, so that is kind of the entryway there. Let's go... I need to just check something, actually. I need to just reduce this look sensitivity a bit, because it seems a bit... Seems a bit bad. There we go, that's better. Pop these lights on. We've already read that, so we don't need to worry there. Is there anything on these tables? Just mouldy dishes. I'm just going to take a quick look around them, just to make sure there's nothing standing out. I think there's a little tape recorder over here, actually. What's this?
Well, I had just graduated from college.
Just listen.
You know I was a communications major. That part was true. So I graduated and I couldn't find a job.
That's unfortunate.
I had no idea what I wanted to do and got pretty depressed. My boyfriend at the time said I was holding him back and took off. So that was that.
Where's that?
I could have moved home, but I didn't. I stayed out in California, but it's not like I had any friends there. My parents would call and I would just lie about how things were going.
So just quickly
I didn't
check
know what I wanted because I guess
the audio
I
levels.
didn't really want anything. I would wake up and just count the seconds ticking off of my life until I fell back asleep. We were all broken in some way.
Well, yeah, that's why you succumbed to this.
Some more than others.
Yeah. Obviously, that's why a lot of people succumb to those kinds of things, you know, to cults and things, is they're, I don't know, feeling like they're not part of something. And these people welcome them with open arms. Some sheet music. When we all get to heaven, sing the wondrous love of Jesus, sing his mercy and his grace. In the mansions bright and blessed, he'll prepare for us a place, etc. When we all get to heaven, blah blah blah. Can we play the guitar? A nice instrument once, now the strings are rusted and the lacquer faded. I never got a chance to take the guitar away with them. Let's have a look at this wee note. Note to Leonard, the pantry's not your personal snack drawer. Food is for the flock to share. If you keep stealing cookies from the storeroom, you'll have to answer for your crimes in the cleansing room. Please pray and reflect on your actions and how they harm the flock. Praying for you too. That's great. So we've got a load of shelves that have kind of fallen down. Is there a light switch for this room? Is it maybe... There's a freezer there. So can I only be in the dark in here? Cardboard boxes labelled utensils, decorations, grains, etc. Tons of cereal boxes. Nothing sugary. It's probably all like Kellogg's grade, you know? Oh, there we go, there's a switch. Because that was what Kellogg's was all about, you know, they wanted very plain cereal, so that people wouldn't play with themselves, you know? That was what Kellogg himself did. No, he didn't. He probably did, but he didn't want other people doing it. Leonard hasn't heeded warnings about taking more than his share of food. He keeps swiping snacks from the storage room until we can straighten him out. I've decided to move his favourite foods into the farm shed and hide the key on the side of the bookshelf next to the ping pong table. So, okay. Looks like there's a key of some kind we need to find. Stacks of boxes storing everything from jars of yeast and jars of jam to paper plates and replacement light bulbs. We've got that, nothing much of interest. Same thing. I'm sure there's a box there that we can't look at, and I can't get access to these tins, so I guess we're not going there either. I accidentally brought the map up there. Let's put the light on in here. Why has that not worked? There we go. Let's see what the schedule is. Monday, spinach casserole. Tuesday, barbecue. Wednesday, fasting. Thursday, pork chops. Friday, beef stew. Saturday, chicken. Sunday, fasting. Due to power outage, food stores are spoiled. We'll have to replace the planned meals with canned foodstuffs and produce until new supplies are required. I thought you were growing stuff. Can't open the cupboards. What's in the fridge? Immediately slam the fridge shut after the overwhelming stench of rotting meat hits my nostrils. I fiddle the knobs in the range. No hiss of gas, no clicking ignition. The range is long dead. Maybe it just needs turned back on. We've got some flies buzzing around the sink. Flies buzz around the sink piled with unwashed dishes. They never even got a chance to clean their dishes. Kitchen prayer. Enable us to use thy manifold blessings with moderation. Grant our hearts wisdom to avoid excess in eating and drinking and in the cares of this life. Teach us to put our trust in thee. And yeah. And two, I wait thy helping hand. Yeah, might be waiting a while. There's a large can of pork and beans, just like I used to eat growing up. Great. Grab your pork and beans. So, we haven't found much in here, however, we did find a couple of keys. The keys we found were for the gate and the farm shed. Now, I think they said something about the farm shed. So the farm shed's over there on the right, and the gate is the gate that lets us out of this community hall area. I don't know if I can get to the farm without opening the gate. So the farm would be over this way. See, is there a fence blocking the way? It's not a bank machine. Yeah, so the only way we can get there is by first opening this gate and going round. Let's open the gate. Gate. The rusting lock fights back, but eventually relents, and the gate unlocks. So now we're out of here. I guess we could head off towards the farm. The farm shed is, I think, that building straight ahead of us. So we're going to do that. It's, yeah, I quite like the style of this game. I quite like the game as well, to be honest. It's got an interesting storyline. An interesting art style. Nobody's hiding in the corn. It's not the children of the corn or anything. Right, is there anything here before I go over to that shed? Bales of hay. Perfectly rectangular bales of hay. It's well put together. And a tractor. Can't use the tractor. Unless we can use it from the other side. No. So this will be for the farm shed. What's that other key that I've got? Generator. Oh, that was the generator key. Okay, cool. So what will we find in here? There's a jacket. Ragged old work jacket. You ruffle through the pockets, coughing at the dust, and find a key. Andrew's trailer. So we're going to look for Andrew's trailer in a wee bit. Looks like these might have been jars of jam and pickled vegetables at one point. Now they're disgusting. I mean, you know, they might have been disgusting before. Pick up some batteries. So now I've got a flashlight that apparently I've just picked up. Can anyone truly know the joy of the absolute truth, the freedom that comes with releasing all of one's doubt, like so much ballast into the sea? I know that feeling now. For so long I searched. I searched among the Catholics, idol worshippers and perverts. I searched among the Baptists, hypocrites. I searched among the Pentecostals, infested by charlatans. I tried so many churches, and all of them to a one, were filled with fools and liars. Now I know why. Father has helped me to see. And here's a tape deck. Have a listen.
The first time I met Father James, I was immediately filled with a sense of peace. It's hard to explain. I guess he just seemed so sure. He asked if I was a believer. I said I'd been raised Catholic, but it never clicked. There's a reason for that, he said. They've been lying to you, all of them. And I knew he was right.
Yeah. What you didn't apparently know was that he was lying to you as well. Full of garden and farm implements, still caked in old grey dirt, and... Is that cereal? So what, we can't open the cabinet? What's stopping me from going over there? Oh, what's this? A gas can, empty. Watering can, empty. Bags of seed and weed killer. But nothing actually worth using. Do we need anything out of this cabinet, or are we okay? Right, I don't need the torch. I don't need the flashlight on now when I've got a light in here. Yeah, obviously we can't open that, so the next lead we've got really is Andrew's trailer. Andrew's trailer will be over there on the left-hand side, opposite the community hall. So we'll go there. Put the torch off. I thought I put the flashlight off. I was sure I had. Anyway, I guess we're going over to these trailers. Find out what's happening there. What's that over there? Examine third base. Doubt any of them reached there. That's second base. Pitcher's mound is here. Well, no, that's the first. Oh, first base must have been moved, surely. Well, that's a very small diamond. And it's not a very good baseball field either, is it? Really? Right, let's try. We're going to run to first. Pitcher's mound's on the left there. Round to second. On to third. And can we slide into home, do you think? No. But I did just get a home run. I ran the bases. And there's the pitcher's mound there. Slightly elevated on a pile of dirt. Yeah, it's a pretty high mound, and to be honest, that's a very uneven baseball diamond. Right, so I think we need to go this way. Oops. That's not good. I don't think professional baseball players would like to run that diamond. They'd probably end up breaking their bloody legs, snapping their ankles. Oh, maybe not snapping their ankles. Maybe I'm overreacting a little bit by saying that, but can we open this? This door is rusted shut, and it says it's Brother Aaron's place. Before we go and look for Andrew's place, let's... There's a shower. And a shower! The only thing you need is a place to have a shave. Andrew is... probably... this one? Yes, Andrew. So let's open Andrew's trailer and see what's in there. Tape recorder, something, journal. Is there a light in here? Guess I gotta use that. Oh wait, here we go. There we go. Let's read his journal first. We men must all be fools to buy the malarkey spat at us by mainstream churches. The Catholic Church says we're awaiting Christ's return when they full well know better. And the rest of Christendom believes them. The Mary worshippers. Perhaps we'll never know why the Lord waited until Father James to correct the record. Perhaps our Father in heaven waited for the earthly man he knew could bear this burden with grace. Blessed be our Lord, who saw fit to include wretches like me in his plan, did he? I await the third coming with open arms and a heart full of love. I'm not sure you do, mate. And then listen.
Life with the
me.
flock was good. We would meet for morning prayer with Father James in the chapel, then meet for breakfast, and then we'd set off to work for the day. Some of us worked the fields, others worked on expanding the compound.
So to expand the compound.
We had a school teacher, we had cooks. In the evening, we would study scripture or listen to one of Father's lectures. Then it would be time for penance, more prayer, and then sleep. I slept better those early nights than I had in years. I was home. Do you know how good it feels to find home after so long? I would have done anything for
Not after
Father.
it. Well, it depends how long you're talking about. Your entire life. I don't think that was home, I'll be honest. Can't get over there. There's a note there. Is there another? Is that a light switch? Controls a bit glitchy. I've got a letter. Brian, I love you. You're my brother, but you do not know what you're talking about. This is my family now. They love me, and I love them in a way that transcends even blood. Maybe that hurts you to hear. I'm sorry, but there is no hiding from the truth. I know you have your doubts about your church. You've told them to me. Let me tell you, I have no doubts here. None. Of course, if you stop denying what you know in your heart, we welcome you with open arms. You need to come to us. Andrew. So he's basically disowned his whole family. There's a key. To Viola's trailer. And there's another note there. Can I not read that? Can I read this? It is there, read letter. Andrew, I greatly enjoyed our talk earlier. I'd like to continue it. The children will be helping sow the fields tomorrow afternoon, so I'll be alone if you'd like to stop by. Oh, aye. So where's her cabin? Well, trailer. Viola is kind of over there. Is it that one or is it that one? Sister Viola, there we go. And Juliet Lucas, so it looks like two people were supposed to be in here. I need this, just to, yeah, because there's no lights turned on at the moment. Pop that light switch. Okay, here's a journal. This is her journal, Viola's diary. I'd forgotten what love felt like. I thought that all the years suffering under Eric's thumb had ruined me. Thought there was no hope for happiness ever again. But I was so wrong. I feel so safe here. Father James has restored my faith in Christ, but also in men and in myself. A wonderful blessing, yes. There is pain, but it is necessary, and I enter into it willingly and joyfully. What are they doing in this place? I'm so blessed to be part of this flock and to help ensure that my dear children taste the fruit of eternal life. Lucas has taken to life here easily, but Juliet, well, we'll need to be patient with Juliet. She just needs time. She'll come around and see. Father James says that Eric will burn in hell for his sins against me. I know I shouldn't take joy in that, but the thought of it makes me smile. Father says that even Eric could join the flock if he wanted it badly enough. But I know my husband well enough to know that he would laugh in the face of the truth. He's rotten with sin, and he'll get what he deserves. Oh, Lord Jesus, please give me guidance. I was only doing what he asked of me, Lord. I was doing it for him and for you. But I'm 2 weeks late now and throwing up every morning. Lord, oh Lord, I don't know who the father is. It could be James, or it could be... Do I tell him? Will he be happy with me? Or furious? Have I sinned? What cleansing will I need to endure to rid my soul of this black mark? Imagine being that concerned about having a child. Because of other people. Lillian, forgive me if I'm speaking too freely, but I care deeply about you, and I worry that you're having doubts about the Father and his teachings. You're young, Lily. I understand where you're coming from. Believe me. But as someone with a lot more life experience, let me tell you that you have nothing to doubt. Father James is a prophet of the Lord. He speaks the true word. If you need proof, just look at his prophecies that have come true. But more than that, if you pray and listen quietly, you'll feel in your very soul the truth of his teachings. I'm here for you if we need to talk. Yours in Christ's love, Viola. Let's listen to this one.
We were chosen, all of us, by the Lord. Do you know how good that feels? To be chosen? I hope you do. It's a feeling we all need in our lives.
How do they know?
And on top of that, Father James took a
Because that
special
guy told
interest
them.
in me. He said he felt spiritually invigorated by my presence, and often called me to the rectory to spend time with him.
Did he now?
I'm not dumb, I knew, but I didn't care. I was so honored to be his chosen.
Yeah, but were you? Or was everyone else too? It's often the thing, isn't it, with these sort of cult leaders? They're doing the same with everyone. Lesson plan, Tuesday AM discussion of Matthew chapter 26. Tuesday PM discussion of the lies of the false churches. Wednesday AM discussion of Father James's visions and prophecies. Wednesday, field work. A reading from the book of Sariel, James 1:1-3. Or 1-3. This is the word of the angel Sariel given unto the man James in the time before the days of taking. Sariel came unto James as he returned from unrighteous war. The angel appeared unto the man James under 7 stars in the eastern sky. The angel spoke, Be not afraid, man, for you are chosen as a messenger. These words are the Lord's words, become my words, become your words. What? Your words become my words, become your words, become my words. I'll see you tonight for alternative cleansing in the rectory. Come early, we've much to talk about. Know the day I received my first vision, and you will know the code. So we need to find out when he received his first vision. I don't think we can get into any other trailers at the moment. Sister Mary and John, doors rusted shut. So I don't think you can even get in there even if you wanted to. Sister Janine, should I say, door rusted shut. I don't think we can get in any of the others, but I want to just have a look around them before we move elsewhere. Brother Henry, rusted shut, so I guess we won't find a key for that. Whose is this one all the way up here? Brother Leonard. So there must be a key somewhere for his door, but we're not going to find it right now. That one's fallen over, and that was Brother Alejandro. Brother Christopher, rusted shut, so we won't be finding a key anywhere for that anytime soon. Brother Peyton, fuck. Chained up door, can't do anything about that right now. Smashed window as well. But again, not a lot we can do about that at the moment. These are... Oh, there, that's right, these were the ones that were open. Was there actually anything in them? I didn't really look. Or, sorry, that was the one that was open. I don't know if this one is. That is Aaron's rusted shut. In the middle, we had this one, which we did. That was Brother Andrew. We discovered everything in there. Brother Elroy, rusted shut. Brother Vance, rusted shut. I don't think there's too many more of these we can even get into, to be honest. Brother Josiah. These ones, the entrance isn't on that side. Sister Diane, rusted shut. No, she hasn't, but her place has. Sister Hope. Yep, that's no use. I think we need to look at... that door's rusted shut. I think we've looked at all the doors now. Let me just double check. This is Lillian. Okay, so we can probably find a key for her door somewhere. That was Viola, wasn't it? Oh no, that's Julia and Ellie. It's rusted. That was Viola, we went through that one. I think that's all of them. Yeah, okay. So, she said we could find... We had to join him in the rectory, but to get in we had to know when he first got his revelation or whatever. I assume they teach them about the guy in the school. So let's go to the school. If we can get in. I'll stop doing that with the map. Is that a generator that we need to turn on? There's a button, generator comes to life. There we go. The door is open. Good. Right, turn the lights on. And close that door just now. Got some kids' jackets. Lucas, John and Juliet's jackets. You rustle through the pockets and find nothing. Obviously. Ow. Put a mint in my mouth, got stuck to my tooth. Okay, what else do we have here? What's this? A note to Juliet. Juliet, honey, why are you so stubborn? Why do you reject the flock's love? You don't pay attention in class, you don't try hard on your assignments, you lie about doing your readings. I'm worried about you. I've asked Father James to take some time to speak with you, one-on-one. Please listen to him, he knows so much. He can help soothe your doubts, I promise. Just please give it a try. Nah. Oh, another thing to listen to.
I often helped Viola in the schoolhouse. I enjoyed working with the children. We taught them reading, writing,
A little
scripture.
drink while we're waiting.
Viola was one of the most faithful among us. If Anne was like the mother of the flock, Viola was the older sister. I remember one lecture she gave the children on the nature of hell that was so vivid, so unflinching, it had the kids in tears. I told her she was scaring them, and she said,
Good!
Good, they should be scared.
No. All buggers should be scared. Imagine that. Imagine being the kind of teacher that thinks that kids should be scared. Wouldn't you hate it if your children were there? You can make out faded right from the last lesson. The first revelation, the day Father James received the truth. That's what I want. But I can't find out any more about it there. Can't get round there. But maybe I flip through the wall calendar, see the following upcoming dates. April the 7th, celebration of the crucifixion. June the 3rd, feast of the first revelation. So it was on June the 3rd. Was that 0603 or 0306, depending where you are. July, celebration of the birth of our prophet. So his birthday was on the 18th of July. But the revelation, which I think was what he said, it was the day of the revelation, right? It wasn't the day he was born. Was, I don't have I was going to write it down, but I don't have a pen. And I'm not going to sit here and spend 20 minutes looking for a pen. If there's not one to hand, I'll just have to remember it. So, June the 3rd, that's 0306. Take the book off the shelf, the illustrated book of Bible stories. Some of the pages are torn out. Yep, that's nothing. Well, what's this? Lucas's assignment. A big role model for me is Father James. He's a prophet of Jesus and a great person. He's going to save all our souls and let us go to heaven. Father James is funny and smart too. He makes jokes during his talks to make everyone laugh. He shows you can be a very good person even if you're a little bit weird looking. It's what's on the inside that matters. For teaching me that and for saving my soul, Father James is my role model. I love Father James and Jesus. Wonderful work, Lucas. You could have at least pointed out the spelling mistake. Ellie's assignment. Anne is my biggest role model. She's the perfect wife and mother to all of us, just like Mary. She does everything she's told to help Father James. She thinks about everyone else before she thinks about herself. I hope to be just like her. One sec. I thought I heard someone coming in my back door of my house. Okay. My role model is Jesus because he's perfect and he loves everyone. I want to be more like Jesus. See me after class, Juliet. Where's that then? Leonard and Peyton are my role models. They know how to fight and how to protect the flock from Satan and secular bad guys. Good work, Jonah. I hope it never comes to violence, though. Yeah, I'm imagining it probably did. Right, so what were the dates again here? June the 3rd, so 603 or 718. 603, I think, is what we want. So that's this place up here, isn't it? The rectory. 603 or 306. Is an important combination. Oh. So is it 0603? Padlock clicks open and slips easily off the gate. There we go. Oh, let's go in the house. See what this rectory's all about. Right. Any lights in here? Power's not on. Is there another generator outside somewhere? Is there a generator? No. What is that? Looks like he's got hell inside there, look. Okay. Bookshelf. You take a book off the shelf. We know the conspiracy can trace itself back as far as the 4th century, when Athanasius and his cronies first began to exclude. So this is the same thing we read at the start in the other place. Oh yeah, put the lamp on. That's not very helpful. Right, what have we got here? A note on the Messiah. I'd like to clarify a few points of confusion that I've noticed among the flock. It is imperative that this is understood deeply and truly. I am not the Christ. Only Christ is the Christ. I am a prophet of Christ as messenger of flesh, a vehicle of the Word. I've been blessed with abilities beyond the normal man and a great responsibility by our Lord, but I'm still only a man. My teachings are directly transmitted from our Heavenly Father. Guy's so full of shit. Meditation on suffering. What do each of us have in common? A soul, the stain of sin, love of our Lord, yes, these things, but also we've all endured great suffering, and that, friends, is why we're here. As Christ suffered, so we have, and will continue to suffer. Our suffering paved the path for each of us to join the flock. Oh wait, there was more. Suffering, as we know, is the divine currency, but like any currency, we can exchange one form of legal tender for another. Is this not what Mother Teresa believed? And so we pay our debt in physical pain. Why? I know some of you fear the cleansing room, I understand, I really do. But bodily pain is but temporary. It can be overcome. Spiritual pain is eternal. It will follow us long past the days of reckoning. This is your choice. Bleed now from temporary wounds or of transient flesh, or suffer eternally when you put it that way. It's not such a difficult decision, is it? If you say so, mate. Okay, what have we got here? We've got a kitchen. We haven't. Nothing we can do with that. Oh, what's that? Does that switch work? Oh yeah, the light there works. Maybe that light bulb's just not working. What else have we got down here? There's a wee room with a crucifix in it. And some... There's a typewriter. Can we save our game here? Dusty old typewriter with a yellowing sheet of paper in the carriage. Big tin of pork and beans. Is this a bed? And a bathroom. In the mirror I look tired. Do I? Okay. If you say so. 1 sec, just need to do something. That's a bit better. Right, so what else have we got? What's in here? Look at this. What exactly is this? An angel walks through an empty field, hands pressed together in prayer. What is this room here? What's this cult leader doing? That's the trailer master key, so we should be able to get in the other trailers there. Read from the book of Sariel. The world is a wicked place, and redemption can only be found through Christ. This is the truth, and though it was known to the Lord's flock, they did not heed the word. The Lord descended in final judgment some 1,000 years ago, as foretold in Scripture. Among man he found not one true believer. The angels wept, but the covenant was kept, as it must be. None were given eternal life at the feet of the Father, and men were left to fester in their own sin. For 200 generations man has desecrated the earth given unto them. They've murdered each other, known sinful women, and lusted after false gods. They do not deserve to be saved. Who is this guy? I'll listen to this tape.
We have all been given our purposes by the Lord. And if we listen close enough to our hearts, if we pray hard enough, we can feel that purpose coursing through us.
I don't know if that's something we can read.
To excel in our God-given purpose is its own form of
I guess
life.
we'll find out.
Some of us are called to labor in the fields, to feed the flock. Some are called to train and to defend us. Others to teach our children the true way of things.
Apparently.
The Lord calls upon many women to provide succor and relief.
This is what they're all about.
Now those of you with husbands may be rightly confused. Is this not a sin?
Yes. According to
I
you,
ask
yes
you,
it is.
Do you not
But
love
not if
the
it's
Lord
him, it's fine.
more than your husband? Would you deny the Lord himself?
Yeah, this is some
your
nonsense that I always hear from these sorts of people.
love? I am his flag bearer.
That they don't respect their family more than, you know. Large flat pedestal, not like an altar, stands at the foot of the bed. Note to Viola. My sweet, sweet V, I have a very important task for you. There is a deceiver among us, a lying snake who intends to bring ruin upon the flock. This is a test. We must prove our faith by removing this cancer. The deceiver will never reveal himself to me, but he might to you. I would ask that you use your feminine charms to get close to the men in the flock. Specifically, I'm worried about Andrew, Leonard, and Peyton. Get them to open up to you. If they have nothing to hide, they'll be forgiven before Christ. Find the deceiver, so that we may strike him from this world and prove our dedication to our Lord. What a lot of nonsense. A bed covered in red satin sheets, pillows askew. Yeah, what have they been getting up to in here, do you think? Right, what else have we got? There's an upstairs, so let's take a look upstairs. Is that light switch for upstairs? It is. Excellent. Right, what do we have here? Another portrait. Painting shows an intensely focused man. It's the same picture we looked at before. Oh. Beyond these doors is a sacred space. Only fully cleansed believers who have been given express permission by Father James may enter. The Lord protects this room. Trespassers will suffer mightily. Will they? Will they really? No, that's not the right key. He's not the trailer master, apparently. Right, so we can't get in here just yet, but maybe, unless there's a key somewhere that I haven't looked. There was keys hanging on the sides of stuff and all that kind of thing earlier, wasn't there? Why is there a bunk next to the toilet, by the way? Maybe it's in one of the other trailers. I mean, nothing we can do right now anyway. Give me just one moment, I just need to check something. I keep thinking I'm hearing noises from places where nobody is, so maybe there's a ghost. Maybe there's a ghost. Right, so we've got the key that gets us into all the other trailers, though. It might be some of the background noises in this game, to be fair. We've got the key that gets us into the other trailers, so let's take a wander over there. Maybe we'll find a way in over there. It's the trouble, even from this distance, I'm hearing that gate shutting, and there's no way I would hear it so clearly from this distance away. Right, so which ones did we say we could get into now? Lillian's trailer, we can open that one. Master key doesn't work on this door. Strange. Oh yeah, that is strange. Doors rested shut. I can't remember which ones it was. This is one we were in before anyway. Yep, Viola. There was none of the ones over here, was it? It was the two men's ones? Was it? No. Not Henry. There was... Was it Peyton? Does it only open the men's ones then? What's... It's a master key that doesn't work. I suppose some of these people might have changed their locks though. That's Andrew, we've already been in there. Which one is it? Vance. Rusted. Was it the ones over here then? Master key? I unlocked the door using the master key. That's weird. He's got a bottle of Jack Daniels down there, look. Naughty boy. Alright, so that's all there. Oh look! Bolt cutters. What could that be for? Oh, the padlock on one of the other doors. A lot of bottles of drink here. Right, a note from Henry. Leo, it's got to be him, I'm certain. He hasn't talked yet, but I've no doubt. Oh, for God's sake. Scrounge around his trailer and see if you find any leverage. We busted the lock grabbing him last night, so you'll have to use your bolt cutters to get in. Yeah, that's what they're for. Thou shalt not kill, but it's not that simple, is it? We're God's army. We must protect our flock. This is a war. With souls on the line. We must be resolute, unwavering. So why won't my hands stop shaking? Why do I keep seeing his face when I close my eyes? Somehow I didn't think fighting for the Lord would mean beating an unarmed man to death with a shovel. Lord, why won't my hands stop shaking? Because, I don't know. Let's listen to this tape.
The deceiver changed Father James, though only a few of us seemed to notice. He had new revelations almost daily. Doctrines changed. Actions that would have been terrible sins previously were suddenly permissible, while seemingly innocent behaviors became mortal sins. The others seemed to have no problem going along with it. I wondered if something was wrong with me. Father grew visibly agitated, and as adamant as he was about the sanctity of his new revelations, something was different. He was scared, and that scared me.
Okay. He was scared, probably because he knew that the government was about to come and take them down. Okay, so that was Leonard's door. Where was the one with the padlock on it? Is it the next one? There it is. You clip the chains and they fall to the side. The door hangs slightly ajar. Oh, well, there we go. Look, we got a shovel. Very nice. Print out. Compromised. Need. Do not recommend frontal raid. Armed. Military grade hardware and training. Most are 100% bought in. Will use violence. Okay. From Lillian, I changed my lock like you suggested. I left a copy of the new key under the tree near the fire pit. That's probably what I need the shovel for, right? Nothing there, but there is some notes. Father James Israel, born Donald McKittrick, born Idaho, early 50s, unclear. Vietnam vet, honourably discharged 1970 due to shrapnel injury, born again in the late 70s. Criminal record includes larceny, drug possession, vagrancy, married to Anne McKittrick. Signs of amphetamine addiction, receives visions from an angel named Sariel starting in 1986, left former church and founded Perfect Heaven with wife, purchased Black Sage Ranch in 1991. Anne McKittrick Israel, born Oregon, not much known, worked as a secretary for a heating and cooling company for years, met Donald/James through church, married 1981, completely loyal to husband, primary recruiter for group. Andrew Custer, born, recruited in Houston, owned small farm, runs the farm for group. Frequently writes to his brother in El Paso. Viola, mid-30s, from Albuquerque, 2 children, Juliet 11 and Lucas 9. Recently divorced from her husband, claims frequent abuse, frequent consort of Father James. Leonard Vanderhoff, late 20s, former police officer, National Guard, military training, discharged due to drug addiction. James promised to help him get clean, seems to have worked for a little while. Access to weapons, trains group members in arms and tactics, often has alcohol in his breath. Relapse? Dangerous. Lillian Carter, early 20s, born San Diego, 1972. Recent college graduate, some useless degree, depressed, trouble finding job. Often goes to rectory for alternative cleansing with other women. Seems to have more doubts than some others. Reach out to her. Right, yeah, as it turned out, it looked like she did because that was the person who changed her locks. She said that was over by the fire pit. The fire pit is kind of, up from the, kind of between the school and something else. Up here somewhere. Where's the school? The school's there. Is that the fire pit over there? And the tree by the fire pit. This looks like it's got to be something, right? I would say that that's a fire pit. Examine the patch of dirt. You dig in the mound and sift through the loose dirt, finding a small brass key. You dig up and there's nothing else there. So that would be Lillian's key, and we've got the master trailer key, which didn't appear to open any other trailers, so I'm not entirely sure why I've still got it. But let's go back to the trailers now and look in Lillian's. See what we can find out about her. Her trailer is the one behind Viola's. Where am I going? That's the wrong way. And that's back towards my car. So we'll get to Viola's one, and then hopefully that will... Oh wait, I left the light on. Oh, I was like, why is there a light on in there? That's a good point. We could see which ones we've been to, because the light's on. This is... no, not that one. This one. Lillian's key. What do we find in here? A note from Viola. Forgive me if I'm speaking too freely, but I care deeply about you and I worry that you're having doubts about the Father and his teachings. You're young, Lily. I understand where you're coming from, believe me. But as someone with a lot more life experience, let me tell you, you've nothing to doubt. Father James is a prophet of the Lord. He speaks the true word. If you need proof, just look at his prophecies that have come true. But more than that, if you pray and listen quietly, you'll feel in your very soul the truth of his teachings. I'm here for you if you need to talk, she says. Really, she's here for her. Why is that light not accessible? There we go. Cleansing room key. Is that... How can the absolute truth change so rapidly? First, the doctrine of cleansing, which was immutable and unavoidable, pain as currency, etc., etc. Then the doctrine of alternative cleansing, which seemed to change the rules against extramarital sex and polygamy, but only in the service of a clean body. Now, Father James has received another revelation, which he pronounced privately, only to a few of us women. It's not written down, it hasn't been added to the Book of Sariel, and it directly contradicts previous doctrine. Father says that the Lord has brought a deceiver into our midst in order to test the strength of our faith. We must be ready to prove our dedication to the flock. And like Abraham, with his son Isaac, we must be ready to sacrifice our notion of what's moral in order to serve the greater cause. Is this God's plan for us? To use our bodies as tools? Why doesn't this feel right? Well, I can't imagine. Got a pamphlet there. Are you in a cult? It's a scary question, but an important one. Spiritual fulfillment and community involvement are important aspects of a healthy life, but it's possible for these to take deeply unhealthy and even dangerous forms. If you're reading this, someone who cares about you is concerned about your well-being. Or you found it. This group displays excessively zealous and unquestioning commitment to its leader, and, whether he's alive or dead, regards his belief system, ideology, and practices as the truth, as law. Questioning, doubt, and dissent are discouraged or even punished. Mind-altering practices such as meditation, chanting, speaking in tongues, denunciation sessions, and debilitating work routines are used in excess and serve to suppress doubts about the group and its leaders. The leadership dictates, sometimes in great detail, how members should think, act, and feel. For example, members must get permission to date, change jobs, marry, or leaders prescribe what types of clothes to wear, where to live, whether or not to have children, how to discipline children, and so forth. The group is elitist, claiming a special exalted status for itself, its leaders, and members. For example, the leader is considered the Messiah, a special being, an avatar, or the group and or leader is on a special mission to save humanity. The group has a polarised us versus them mentality, which may cause conflict with the wider society. Is this checking every box so far? The leader is not accountable to any authorities. The group teaches or implies that its supposedly exalted ends justify whatever means it deems necessary. This may result in members participating in behaviours or activities they would have considered reprehensible or unethical before joining the group. For example, lying to family or friends or collecting money for bogus charities. The leadership induces feelings of shame or guilt in order to influence or control members. Often this is done through peer pressure and subtle forms of persuasion. Subservience to the leader or group requires members to cut ties with family and friends and radically alter the personal goals and activities they had. The group's preoccupied with bringing in new members, the group's preoccupied with making money, and members are expected to devote inordinate amounts of time to the group and group-related activities. Members are encouraged or required to live and or socialise only with other group members. Most loyal members feel there can be no life outside the context of the group. They believe there's no other way to be. And often fear reprisals to themselves or others if they leave, or even consider leaving the group. If one or more of these are true for your group, it may not be a healthy community, but don't worry, help's available. And there's a note to Lillian. I know you're beginning to doubt, and you're right to do so. Father James is not what he says he is. If you want to talk more, hang around after evening prayer. I'll linger too. I can help. You're not alone. Put my trust in you with us. Right, okay. What was the cleansing room key, wasn't it? I read that. Did I read this one? This box will not be named. Happened upon one of the books you purchased while on a trip into town. While reading non-church materials is not strictly prohibited, I must caution you against consuming too much, if any, secular material. The godless worldview is powerfully poisonous with its promises of pleasure without consequence and freedom from rules. It's not true. But here you know true freedom, freedom from sin, from damnation, and the true pleasure of God's love. Consider this a friendly warning. I want the best for you, my sister. If it becomes clear that your reading is compromising your faith, we may have to change the rules in order to protect you, as well as the rest of the flock. That's what that is. Now, where's this cleansing room? It's over there by the farm. Okay. We're going back to the farm. How long are we going round here, do you think? Is there going to be a point where daylight comes again? Which wouldn't be entirely realistic, would it? Because we've clearly not been there for hours on end. So I think it's that building over there. In fact, yeah, because the other one at the top's the mines, apparently. We'll go into all of these places as we progress through the story. We still need to get upstairs in his house. Well, what else is left, actually? It's the mines, the chapel, and the upstairs of the rectory. We've been everywhere else. But we can go in this place. I think this is where they kind of tortured people, to be honest. You unlock the barn with a cleansing room key. It's not what it said, though. It said it had an alchemical symbol for blood on it, which is a little odd. Is there any lights in here? No? There's a light over there, but I don't know if I can get it. I got a bloody axe, I'll have that. Examine the altar. Old blackened blood is in the cracks. There we've got some blood against a sheet. And in there. That's not open, no. Some pillows. Let's see. Guidelines for cleansing. In proper thoughts, 3 cuts with a small blade. In proper thoughts, doubt, 5 cuts with a small blade. Stealing, 1 finger or 1 hand, depending on the item's value. Sloth, 2 lashes from the whip. Taking the Lord of Father James' name in vain, 5 cuts, large blade. Murder, rape, idolatry, the violating body part is removed. Okay. And that's it. None of them say that they're going to kill them, but can I close that, please? What's this? Got a light in here. But I don't see any reason. It doesn't appear that we can open this. Maybe I can go in from above. Can I drop in from above, do you think? Oh, we've got here a record player. Oh, read from the Book of Sariel. And yet the Lord in his infinite love and compassion has not forsaken those who have forsaken him. No man is without cloud of sin, but the light of the Lord shines brightly, they say. To make thyself ready for the Lord's embrace, cleanse thyself of sin by way of self-sacrifice. Give up thy blood, thy flesh, for it is soiled and pathetic, unworthy of the Lord's gaze. For each sin committed by the hand, whip the arm once. For each sin committed by the feet, whip the leg once. For each sin committed by the eyes or mouth, cut the face once. Pray thou over thy spilled blood, and in cleansing it thou cleanseth thyself. Sin is thy debt, earthly pain thy currency. For those who are thoroughly purged of sin in this manner, and who followed the commandments of the Lord, and who believe truly in their heart and body, the days of taking will bring them to the feet of the Lord, free of earthly flesh. What a load of bollocks. Let's listen to this.
He called it the cleansing room, where we would exchange pain in this realm for forgiveness in the next. We'd all gather in front of the altar, and one by one we would declare our sins to the flock. Each of us given penance to perform in front of the others. Bloodletting, self-flagellation. I saw men break their own bones, and women cut off a finger that had caused them to sin. It was true devotion, and it was terrifying and wonderful to see.
How is it wonderful? Oh look, these people slashed themselves up. We've got the key to the mines there. And apparently no way we can do anything over there, so go back down the ladder. I guess we're going to the mines. And there we go. Anything else about before we go? Is there definitely nothing we can do in this room? Are those just the blades and things that they used, do you think? path takes me outside as well. And we're going up here to the mines. We're going down into a mine. Doing a bit of Minecraft. Is there anything here like a... I don't think we're going to find anything at the sides. I just wondered if there was a generator outside or anything. Nope. Mine key. Mine key. There we go. The lights are already on in here, look. Nothing on that shelf. Anything on the side of that shelf? Okay, caution out of service. Let's just smack that all to pieces with the axe. And here we find a lift. And there we go. No stopping us now. Ain't no stopping me now. What are we going to find down here? Obviously mines. Cause... Oh, come on. Stop with the flickering lights. Blood. Someone's been bleeding down here, look. They've been taking bodies down here and dumping them, maybe. What have we got here? Well, the blood goes that way, so let's go that way. Oh yeah, look, I just downloaded Cooking Simulator. Let's go this way. Is the blood going this way? No. Blood's going this way. Yes. Okay, we'll follow the blood then, I guess. Got a minecart. Nothing useful about that. There's another minecart and there's blood there. Can we move this minecart? That's how that's useful. What do I use to move the minecart then? Can't move that one. Examine the boards. They're blocked. And I can't move the minecart with the shovel, can I? No. Okay, so we're going to have to find some way to get that minecart moving, and I guess we've got to go back. We'll look around a bit more. Let's go this way. What's in here? Weapons, look. Military grade rifles and ammunition piled among the straw-lined interior of the crate. Is that going to be the same in all of them? Pamphlets. Contingency, protecting the flock, our secular enemies, etc. See our imminent salvation and find themselves filled with jealousy and rage. They want to keep the world immersed in sin. Stop at no lengths to prevent us from fulfilling the plan. Henry was able to use his contacts to get us arms and armour for protection. I don't know why he needed a load of pamphlets to tell you that. Got some targets. More weapons. More weapons. We'll go over there in a minute. More weapons. We've got an oil can. Oh, maybe I need that to get the thing moving. What's this way before I go back there? Does this just take me back to the entrance as well? There's a bench there, look. Alright, this was a firing range. Nothing on the ground there, no? So this was their firing range to test the weapons they had. Make sure they were... And, you know, practice with them to make sure they knew how to use them. There was another path out there, wasn't there? Let's go this way. Let's go back, because I'm hoping that we just needed to oil the wheels on the minecart a little bit. Eke out the remaining oil from the can onto the rusting wheels. Now move the cart. Off you go. Smash these up with the axe. There's an open space behind. Oh, there's a body, look. A decomposing body curled in the fetal position. You reach out to touch and a note falls from the pocket. We'll look at that in a sec. Right, I'll take the gas can. Maybe. Thank you. That seems like an awful big thing to be carrying around. Let's read this note before we listen to the tape. I got your delivery. I made a copy of the key to James's room last night, but I think Andrew noticed. He was acting suspicious. I'm going to hide the copy somewhere we both have access to it, in case something happens. Look in the southwest corner of the cornfields. Okay. Southwest of the cornfields.
I think it might have been my fault they found Peyton. We were seen together too often, maybe.
So
but
is this Peyton?
How would they know? Maybe they saw the pamphlet? I don't know. I don't know, but I can't shake the feeling that it's my fault. It doesn't matter. They found him. They told us he had decided to leave the flock. I didn't believe them, but I didn't ask any questions. After that, we moved on.
It moved on.
It was like he had never been there at all. Scared me, but instead of trying to get away, I just
let me know, as I
myself
say,
fall deeper in.
if it's a bit
I
loud
did
or a
my
bit
best
quiet.
to shut out any doubts. It was easier that way.
The game really just has some atmospheric sounds rather than anything much in the way of sort of music or anything. I wondered if I might turn that up a touch. Sounds like the ambient sound is what's being... Oh no! Oh, we got crushed there. Okay, so we found some fuel. We now know where the key to the guy's room is. Was there not another path in here though that we didn't follow? We came from there. That's blocked. What's down this way before I continue the other way? Oh look. Generator key. Don't see how that's useful. Okay, so it needs fuel then. And the generator started up. I'm not sure how that really helps me, to be honest. I feel like I should have done that before. At least it lights the place up a bit better. That's the firing range. Yeah, there was nothing to find here apart from going back and looking for that key. It seemed like there must... Why would I need to turn on the generator after I'd found the guy? That doesn't really make a lot of sense. Which makes me wonder if there's more here that I've missed. If not, we just have to go back and... But the flashlight would uncover anything we were going to see. Just go down here. Just have a brief look. Yeah, I like the look of this game because it's obviously got a bit of a... It's got a bit of a PlayStation 1 sort of look to it, doesn't it? Like, you could imagine a game like this being on PS1 back in the past. Well, maybe not the subject matter of it, but yeah. Anyway, there's nothing here, so let's go see if we can find that key in the southwest of the field. Up we go. So southwest, we'd be looking at somewhere in the bottom left-hand corner. Assuming... Is there a... Oh wait, no, north's that way, so south's the right. So it would be the bottom right-hand corner, really. Fair enough. Somewhere that... Oh, what the fuck? Are you serious? I've fallen out of the lift. How did that happen? I fell through the elevator. How did that happen? Right, we're going to stand still. Look, I'm stuck, I think. I appear to be phasing through this lift. See what happens when it gets to the top. Okay, no, I'm not stuck anymore. I was for a minute. That was a bit weird. Right. So now down here, southwest corner. So if this end is south, a lot of flies there. Was that there before? Right, wait, where the hell's the field? Southwest, so it would be the opposite corner from this, down there. Next to the... Where's the... In fact, it'd be further down than that, it would be over here. So it should be in the corner up here. It's very dark though. Where is the field? No, that's not the field, is it? But that is. Oh, hello. Shovel. You dig into the mound, sift through the loose dirt and find a small brass key. And that key is for... Unlabeled. That'll be the guy's... That'll be the guy's key for his little house. On the prairie. No wait, it's not. It's not. But that'll be the key for his bedroom, so we're going to go there now. See what little secrets he's been hiding. Nothing good can come of this guy, that's for sure. That's for sure. Look at the crappy stars. Look, you look at the stars, it doesn't even look like you're moving, look. I am still moving, but you do that, it doesn't look like you're moving at all. I'm standing still, and I'm not going to get anywhere if I go that way. So yeah, the sky is obviously a stationary kind of image, doesn't change. Ground does change, obviously. I thought those red lights were flickering on and off for a minute there. Like it was having some kind of, I don't know, party in the room. There's also a red light in the bedroom up there. Guess we're about to find out what's going on. Right, open this door. I unlock the door. Here we are. What's this? Not sure what this is supposed to be. Can't open these curtains. There's an altar, bathed in red light, sitting under a wall. Those are, that's a painting depicting Christ's body being removed from the cross. That's a reprint of an etching of the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. And that's the same painting we've seen 2 other places. Let's look at this bed. Father James's bed, messy, covered in thick woolen sheets that have held in years of must. Yeah, musty sheets. There's a TV. There's a box. A stack of old nudie mags, ranging from pretty tame to seriously perverted, tucked away under the bed. See, that's the thing. He didn't want them doing any of that stuff, but he's happy to. Get that lamp on. Because that's what these people are like. We've got a... Yeah, that's not going to be useful. We need to find a combination for this safe. Let's look at that in a sec. We've got a journal, we've got a shoebox. Stuff with baggies of white powder and a glass pipe. I mean, on the crack by the sound of things. I finally slept last night, spoke with the devil who came to the foot of my bed to bargain for the safety of the flock. But lo, I outsmarted him, begged me to stop my crusade, and I spat in his face. Spat in the devil's face, and he shriveled away. Sin has physical mass. I've measured it in experiments, and have determined the mathematical formula for determining a person's sin. Weight not visible to the naked eye. Requires a special weighing device, attuned to divine wavelengths. We'll build and test all flock to ensure cleanliness, especially Lillian Juliet Leonard. Intended to wait for Juliet to come of age for alternative cleansing, but came across rabbinic texts citing consummation of marriage as young as... I'm not... yeah, so this guy, a fucking proper creep. We'll pray and wait for answer. Dream notes. A great winged Leviathan emerges from the clouds speaking in radio waves. Surrounded by angels, Leviathan spoke of the deceiver closing in, bringing unclean evil to the flock, infecting them with doubt, and opening our gates to the outside world. Angels flew into the Leviathan's mouth and lit his tongue on fire. Breath of fame exploded outward, etc. A load of crap, basically. TV, nothing else. I don't have a tape. Oh, go away! Got the TV on, but I don't have any... Should there be any tapes? Go away. Got something to get to grips with what I'm looking for here. There's another picture of him. How many portraits does he need of himself in his own room? Could there be something in there? I doubt it's the same thing, is it? That combination didn't do anything. So is there a tape inside his... Oh wait, could there be a tape inside that that camera downstairs? Hit the eject button, find a VHS tape. This might be a disconcerting tape to look at. Get that open. Right, look, I've got a tape for you, so stick that in the VCR.
My flock, I have wonderful news. No. No.
As I'm practicing.
My flock, I have wondrous news. The days of reckoning are upon
Put my
us.
torch off, that might help.
Some of you may be afraid. Damn it, no.
Can't work out what to say.
My flock, I have wondrous news. The days of reckoning are upon us. Be not afraid.
Be not afraid.
This is the day we have been working
in front of
towards
the altar
all
in this room.
time. The focal point of all history. The end point of all creation.
Is it?
I have seen the signs. I have heard the word of the Lord.
Yeah, basically
I
it's just a
speak the word of the Lord.
generic, you know, the usual sort of cult leader, only much more
I am the word
perverted.
of the Lord. Yes, that's good. There.
Very much so. Found this to be a way that he can make people do whatever he wants.
3, 5, 6, 9.
5, 6, 9.
3,
5, 6, 8. I hear what the. So it's 3, 5, 6 something then, I assume.
And what's the code for the damn safe? 4. Of course.
Was it 3, 5, 6, 4? 3, 5, 6, 4. 8, 7, no, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 4. Lock clicks open, slides off. And here we've got some notes, and is that something I can have? A seal. Let's read these notes. Praise be to the Lord, our temple has been revealed. Angels of the Lord have revealed specifications for our temple. Temple of the Prophet shall be a sacred space reserved only for Father James and his chosen to further pursue revelation and closeness to the Lord. The temple will contain a single king-size bed, food enough for 2 people for 200 days, full copies of my scripture, weapons and ammunition. The measurements, which must be followed exactly, are as follows. And there's a diagram of what became the chapel. And the third page has been torn out. Okay. So that'll be the chapel on the hill there, I guess. Oh wait, there was a seal, wasn't there? You have the seal now, no more excuses. It's time to head to the chapel and face the past. We're going to the chapel. Going to the chapel and we're hopefully not going to get killed. I think I have to go. Can I go out to it from here somewhere? No, looks like I need to go outside to get to the chapel. You'd think he would have his own path to get there, wouldn't you? Like his own separate route to get to the chapel that the others couldn't use. A tunnel or something. But he didn't. I don't even know if I can run up the grass here or if there's a path I need to be following. Looks okay so far. There's the chapel, there's the way up. So yeah, we could have gone all the way around and found that path. But why do that? Right, here we go. So this is where we put the seal. This is the chapel door lock. Pop the seal on it. And hear a click in the mechanism. Open the door. Here's the chapel. It's just a crappy wee chapel. We've got, that's just a stone wee organ. Nothing there. I shouldn't say we've got a wee organ. Oh! Everything's
Don't
on fire.
be afraid. There's no need to be afraid.
See the
We
bodies
must
lit.
go through the flames, but the flames will not hurt us. Not our true selves, our spiritual selves.
So in the end it came down to them telling everyone to
I know his will, and it's
burn
time.
themselves alive.
This world is molded in filth. It's too far gone.
Yeah.
They sent demons to test our resolve. They expected us to give up the fight,
It's
but
very
here,
yellow.
today, we prove to all of them that we never gave up. Our faith never wavered.
But did it really help you?
Today, we take our place at the foot of the throne of the Lord. Here now. We'll dull
Here
the
now.
bodies a little. There's
Here
no
now.
need for it to hurt. Here,
Drink this, drink this. No need for it to hurt, he says.
pass these around. Things will
Reminds
go
me
a
of,
little
was
fuzzy,
it an episode of Deep
but
Space
the
Nine
flames
where,
will take us, and we will join our Lord
what's his
in
name,
heaven.
Gul Dukat
We'll be by his
pretended to
side
be,
forever, where we
or
belong.
he's on the side of the wraiths, the kind of evil
Amen.
alternative to the prophets and
Boy, I love each and every one.
Bajor, right? And he gets some people, he wants them to take something to kill them, to a poisonous
That's
sort
when
of
they
thing.
locked the doors.
And pretends that he's going to do it, but he
Then
doesn't.
Andrew and Leonard
I
started
watched
soaking
fairly
rags in
recently.
lighter fluid while
But they get stopped anyway, I think, when
I started handing out the cups.
the people
Little
realise
paper
that he
cups full
doesn't
of
know
crushed up Quaaludes mixed with lemonade. Father kept preaching as we drank.
How long ago was this?
They lit the rags and put them around the outer walls. Everything caught so quickly. Soon everything was on fire and
Something that
people
was used
just
by a lot of people at one time or another.
sat down in it. Let it take them. Something clicked. I don't know
You
what.
know, they were
I
led
needed
to believe
get out. I didn't want to die.
that's what they should have done.
I remembered Father's temple and I ran.
Unfortunately, I ran so far away. Let me just check something. So, you know, so far my connection stayed up quite nicely. Shouldn't have said that now. Right, so that's that. And that was the... Oh, here's an altar. And nothing else. What's in here? Another tape. Another recording. Take a quick look around before we do that. Any of these books, anything interesting? No? Examine the bookshelf. A shelf full of esoteric theological texts arranged in an indiscernible order. Can we just cut it down? Obviously not. I believe there is an order we're supposed to do this in, but... Oh, did that light work? Was that light already on? No. What good did that light even do? Oh, it's way up there. Right, a journal. Don't you remember? Don't you remember how you survived? Why don't you want to remember? Because I don't know. Journal. You know why. When the time came you couldn't face the Lord, your doubt had eaten away at you. You didn't join them in their glorious death, but in your doubt, neither did you save them. There's another one. Are these just appearing every time I move around? You are a coward. Aye. You're a fucking scumbag, mate. And now we're going into a bunker. A secret bunker. They always have a secret bunker, don't they? Another altar also bathed in red light. Nothing much to see there. That is the Four Horsemen again. Not Ric Flair and his wee pals. Covers rustled from the few nights I spent here, so I've been here before. There's another TV and VCR. Oh, the VCR doesn't do anything. Or I can't select it. Right, we'll look at that in a minute. Bookshelf. It's full of fringe religious texts and several copies of Father James's works. And we've got a wee bathroom here. Perfect for a survival situation. Let's listen to this tape.
The door shut behind me and everything was dark and completely silent.
Is that me,
As
is it?
if the burning chapel and all the people dying behind me didn't
We
exist.
ran away.
The drugs took over then, and it was all I could do to crawl into bed before I passed out.
We ran away. Why not? Why would you want to, you know, you wouldn't want to burn alive with these people. Gullibility. They thought the guy had their best interests at heart. We've got some more weapons there. And obviously the only person whose interests he had at heart were his own. As is often the case with a lot of these cult types. Refrigerator's full of spoiled food. Yeah, so it's been left too long. You know, these cult leaders, they want people who don't question. Is my light failing? Now my light's not working anymore. Altar again. Bathed in red light. Yeah, we know that. Same pictures. And now we've got a room with a...
Ma'am, who started the fire?
Don't know who started it. We didn't
Ma'am,
start the fire.
I know you've been through a lot, but we need your cooperation to piece all of this together. Who started the
tape
fire?
in there?
Pretty much everyone. Father
Yeah.
James lit the first flame, but the others helped it spread.
They did what he told them to.
So they weren't coerced.
No,
Unfortunately not.
they were weeping with joy. People were singing.
And you? What did you do?
Ran into the bunker, hid,
Ma'am?
ran away. The only sensible thing to do. Right? I mean, that was the only sensible thing to do. Doesn't it? Oh, what was that? We're back down. We're going down again. Going down, down in the bunker. Another wee red altar. Don't care about it. Open the door. And another office. This is kind of after, I think.
Honey, you're being quiet.
I don't know what to say.
It's just...
Meeting with her dad.
Lillian, was it something we did?
Dad,
I just don't understand how you could run off and join some insane cult.
I don't know, Dad. I don't know.
You're a smart girl. What were you thinking? Lillian, the
Nothing
things
good.
I've heard on the news. Where are you going?
She probably couldn't really cope with the questions at that moment in time, you know? Going down again. Are we heading towards hell or something here? What's the deal? Southbound and down. There's a different painting there. South of heaven. Don't know what this is. That's how that. Listen to some Slayer while we walk down here. Now we got a sofa.
So, Lillian, have you been having any more thoughts since your last attempt?
No thoughts
All
at
the
all.
time.
Just completely keeping my
It
mind
seems
as empty
if
as
you
possible.
almost regret surviving the fire.
I don't know. I don't. It's so confusing.
I'm just trying to ignore it as much as I can.
Didn't want to die, but I feel like I let them all down.
Let them down because you didn't save them, or because you didn't die with them.
I don't know anymore.
I don't know, look.
Listen to me. No matter what, you deserve to live. I promise you.
Of course, all of them did as well.
Lillian, you deserve to live.
And look what happened to the people.
I need to go. I can't do this right now. I can't.
Look what happened to all those people, you know? How would you not? You would feel at least a little. You would feel a little bit guilty, right? The fact that she abandoned them to their fate and ran away, but you know, it wasn't her fault that they didn't see the necessity of surviving. There's more pictures there now. Christ's body, Golgotha, Four Horsemen. Not sure what that is. Christ's body again. Not sure what that is. And again, and then there's the Four Horsemen again. Oh, we got in a pub, look. I'll have wee Jack Daniels there, mate.
I'm sure you don't want to hear me ramble about mechanical engineering for another 20 minutes.
Wee Jack Daniels
Tell
there,
me
mate.
more about you. You studied
Oh,
communications,
what's that red
right?
bottle?
What kind of job does that get you?
Some vodka?
Well, right off the bat, not much.
Spill it all in the
couldn't
glass.
Find work, so I ended up backpacking through Europe for a year after college.
Oh, cool. Well, I
As if
just
she's
wanted
not
to do
telling
something
people.
like that. I bet it was amazing.
Yeah, it was super fulfilling to see all those different ways of life. Really eye-opening. God, that was a long time ago.
Man, I'm jealous. I jumped right into work after school. Working 70, 80 hours? You know how
I do, you know, I don't.
just expected to devote every.
You shouldn't have to work that many hours.
It's like a
Nobody
religion.
should have to work that many hours.
It took me a while to see how messed up it was.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Was this before? But this was after then, so this was when she got out. Now we got crosses on the walls, look. Didn't have that before. And more of them here, and some more paintings, and yeah. More crosses, and there's a car. Is that my car? Are we leaving now?
You have one unheard message.
What is it?
First unheard message sent yesterday at 7:15 p.m.
Lil, is everything all right?
Nope.
I've been trying to get a hold of you all day. Please pick up. I'm worried about you.
Are you? Alright, cool.
Okay, just call me back. Love you.
Yeah, I'll call you
End
back.
this
Yeah.
message. To delete this message, press 7. Message deleted.
Can we leave now? Oh! There's no door here. Apart from that door. 2 crates, table, fridge. It's the same smelly fridge. And nothing we can do apart from going back out this door, surely. And we're back in the regular old bunker, look. Like we never left. I think we can leave now. Fuck you. Although maybe the suggestion there is that the guy was wrong. Maybe we know he was, right? There's 2 switches there. Here, this wasn't broken before.
I remember now. I tried not to. I thought I could move on. Pretend it hadn't happened. But here it is. I'm looking at it. I was here.
She was here.
We were all here. And now it's just me.
My phone's ringing. Hopefully this is a family member and she'll be a little more receptive now. What's the phone now?
Oh, Lil, Jesus, there you are. I've been trying to get a hold of you for hours. Where are you?
I'm on my way home.
I had to take care of something.
Look, just... Are you okay? I was getting worried.
Yes, I'm fine. I'm heading home now.
Just remembered it as it
Tim?
was.
There's some things I need to tell you.
Before the fire, I guess. Before the fire.
I met Aunt first, waiting for the bus. Normally, I avoid talking to just about anybody, but she struck up the conversation. She was so pleasant, so confident.
That's how
She
they always
smiled
are,
at me
isn't
as
it?
if she had known
When
me
they're
as a kid,
recruiting.
and we were just catching up after all these years. She told me she could tell I had a hole in my life. She knew what that was like,
Right, the
she
whole
said. She had also had a hole, but it was gone now. I asked her what she was selling, and she laughed and said nothing at all. That what she had to offer was free for anyone who wanted it bad enough. I asked her what had helped her. She just said, James.
Yeah, there we go. It's all about the first meeting that led to bloody James. And that's the credits. And that's the game. So that was Sagebrush. An interesting sort of game about, obviously, someone dealing with remembering, I guess, the past where she was part of some cult. Can I just adjust something here? It's kind of annoying me. I've just noticed a problem with something. The brightness on my camera seems to be a bit high. Oh, there. I found 11 out of 12 tapes. There was one tape I missed. We missed one tape. Don't even know where it would be. But I think we did alright. Certainly we finished the game, as you can see. I'm not going looking for that other tape because that would be annoying. With the continue option, does it let you go back? Or does it just put you back to the last let's have a look. Does it just put you back to the last saved point, or does it let me kind of wander around? Probably not. Does it just take me back to where we were last? Yeah, it just takes me back to the bunker, that's what I thought. So there we go, that was Sagebrush. Tomorrow's obviously the day I usually take off, so I'm always off on a Monday. I always take a Monday off. I'm expecting to have an upgraded internet connection on Tuesday, so there should be a lot more we can do from sort of Tuesday onwards, although we will be playing Disco Elysium on our next stream. Wednesday, assuming everything's all good and sorted and no problems, we'll be playing a retro game of some kind because we did the watch party last week. I don't know what it'll be yet. I don't know if I'll continue. I don't know if I can continue with Chrono Trigger. The reason being, the game came out with no game audio, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. So I don't know if I'll continue with that. This did the same with GTA 4, just no game audio at all, even though I turned all the music down. The problem was that there was music in cutscenes, I guess, so it just mutes the whole game, which I don't want to do that if I can help it. But yeah, so back to Disco Elysium next stream, and back to the regular sort of schedule. As I say, because I should have a more stable and faster internet connection, like about 20 times faster, we can probably look at having a better looking resolution at the best sort of speed we can get, and also we should be able to do some multiplayer games and stuff that I've been interested in doing for a while, but I've only really been able to play off stream. So there's a few different things there to look at, and a few different things I'm looking forward to doing, and maybe I can play about a bit more with some more interesting kind of features and settings and stuff like that, and transitions and all that kind of thing. Now that everything's just going to be that much more improved. So that's something we're looking at doing. That's what we're going to be doing if we get the chance over the next wee while. I'm not entirely sure. Let's put something on as in the background, just while we're here. But yeah, so that's what we're kind of looking forward to over the next little while. A bigger selection of games, multiplayer games that we can play, things we can get involved in, and that side of things. Which just removes some of the restrictions from the variety that we can do, you know. So that's something I'm kind of looking forward to doing, and I hope that I might get some more people joining in. If you know, that would be nice if it did happen. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to finish up a little bit earlier than usual tonight, because there's not really much point starting another game for 15 minutes, I don't think. Let me see if this if these web pages are working yet, because there was something I was going to look at from that book of weird and wacky websites, but nothing was wanting to load. However, it looks like it maybe is loading now. Let's turn this down a touch. If it is working, then we might have a look at something like that for a minute. However, it doesn't look like it's really worked. It's trying to load the web page, but it's just blank. And also that makes me really brightly lit. Let me just kill off some of that light. Yeah, that doesn't want to load. Let me try it on a different day or something, maybe. It's gone out of focus again. Let me just check something with my webcam, because I've noticed that I adjust the settings. Like, I turned autofocus off and it's back on. I don't want autofocus on because it puts me really out of focus sometimes. Apply. Now keep that setting, please. Probably won't. Yeah, so I was going to do this. It looks like the website I was looking at is basically just blank. Let me try it later dates. Server busy, try later. The server's busy if the website is, if it's an archived copy of the website. No, okay, that's not going to work at the moment. But yes, we will be back on Tuesday. Fingers crossed. Like that, or like that. Or like this. Maybe I should do it like that. Hands crossed. No. Maybe not. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. I'm going to finish up. This isn't really loading properly. As I say, my connection's been a bit funny since I told them I wasn't going to be doing it. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later. Good night.